A picture-perfect afternoon for EA Sports College Football. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And here comes the typically reliable Jordan Faison. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Carr. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Play action, C.J. Carr. Takes a hit as he fires. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Got the first down. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Motion from the back. Play action on first down. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Turns it upfield. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He'll start the return inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Mobley. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Badgers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Myers on the move. On target over the middle. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Joseph. Rush right in his face. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Carr on play action. They get to him as he throws. Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing Joseph. With the catch, it's Brooks. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Out wide left, it's Brooks. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Again, it's Joseph. Look out! Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. He's past the marker. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 24 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Ole Miss with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the 1st half went down. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. He'll start the third quarter with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Joseph. They're all over him. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Catch in the middle, it's Brooks. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Hand it to the back. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch down the right side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Badgers are flying down the field. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Finding space. Fights off a defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat.
Caught. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Into the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
And finally, guys, As we've been talking about this offense, when are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Hits inside. It's Danzy. Driven back.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls it. The pitch. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And he just got the on Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Carr. Complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Williams. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Left side, it's Rigby. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Joseph to throw for it on fourth. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Rides the option, he keeps it.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also
Down at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David.
It's a seam wide open. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that's...
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Wisconsin! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, he's got some space. The spin, still on his feet. He has 89 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Badgers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Badgers want to move quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Badgers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Again, it's Joseph. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 3rd and long right here. Joseph. Caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Badgers have their offense in high gear.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it.
There he goes! Into the house! Touchdown, Badgers!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Gilbert. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to... Snags it, and he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hands it off on the counter. Maybe in Greece. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. He now has 108 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the court.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Brought down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He's changing the play. From the gun on third down, Carr. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Kearney. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. One more play to pad the stats. The handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.